Most mukbangers are not just blessed with a fast metabolism. There is actual science behind how they do it. The stomach is a muscle, and like any muscle, it can be trained to stretch further than its default size. The average stomach holds about 1 liter when comfortably full. A trained mukbanger can push that to 4 or 5. That expansion does not happen overnight. It builds through repeated large meals that gradually condition the stomach walls. Think of it like stretching a balloon slowly over time. Each session teaches the stomach that this volume is normal. Hunger hormones play a role too. Ghrelin is the hormone that tells your brain you are hungry. Frequent large eaters can develop a higher ghrelin threshold, meaning they feel hunger more intensely and more often. Leptin is the other side of that coin. It signals fullness. Some mukbangers show reduced leptin sensitivity over time. That means the off switch for eating fires later than it would for most people. The fullness signal is delayed. Eating speed matters too. It takes about 20 minutes for fullness signals to reach the brain from the gut. Skilled mukbangers often eat at a pace that outruns those signals, consuming thousands of calories before the brain catches up. Some report training themselves to suppress the gag reflex and discomfort that most people feel when overeating. That discomfort is a protective mechanism. Repeated override of it changes how the body interprets the sensation. Digestion rate is another factor. People with faster gastric emptying clear food from the stomach quicker, allowing more intake. Some mukbangers naturally have faster gastric motility. Their stomachs move food to the intestines at an above-average rate. There is also a psychological layer. Eating in front of a camera with an audience can actually suppress discomfort cues. Performance focus shifts attention away from internal signals. The brain is occupied with the audience, not the stomach. Not every mukbanger eats everything on screen. Some use editing cuts, spit buckets, or simply do not swallow everything. That is not speculation. Several former mukbangers have publicly admitted to off-camera purging or heavy editing. Others eat one large meal on camera and fast before and after, keeping total weekly calories within a normal range. Caloric output matters here. A person who exercises heavily burns more at rest, giving more room for extreme intake days. Body size also affects capacity. A larger body has more physical space for a larger stomach and longer digestive tract. Genetics influence baseline stomach elasticity and the density of stretch receptors that signal discomfort. Some people are simply born with fewer stretch receptors, meaning they can eat more before feeling the same level of pain. Water loading is a technique some use before filming. Drinking large volumes of water trains the stomach to accept more volume. Food choice matters significantly. Low-density foods like noodles and rice pack volume without triggering fullness as fast as protein. High water content foods move through the stomach faster, reducing the feeling of being blocked or overfull mid-meal. Sodium is a hidden factor. High sodium meals cause water retention, which can mask weight fluctuations after extreme eating days. The health consequences are real and documented. Chronic overeating stretches the stomach permanently over years. Several mukbangers have reported acid reflux, esophageal damage, and metabolic disruption after years of content creation. The business model creates pressure. Views correlate with volume. More food on screen means more revenue, which means more eating. That incentive loop pushes creators past what their body would naturally tolerate, which accelerates the conditioning process. So the short answer is a mix of trained stomach capacity, hormonal adaptation, strategic food choices, and sometimes editing. It is not magic. It is physiology pushed past its defaults, sometimes at a real cost to long-term health. The practical takeaway is this: your fullness signals are accurate and protective. Overriding them repeatedly has consequences. What mukbangers show you is what the body can adapt to. What they do not always show you is what that adaptation costs.